This is Mr. Roth's first attempt at screencasting an instructional video. If you have your paper book, why don't you turn it to page 275. We're going to be looking, you can pause and do that. We'll look at 4.7, transformations of quadratic graphs. Here's the big deal. You can turn a quadratic into y equals a times x minus h, quantity squared, plus k. And this is just one kind of transformation. Do you remember how earlier, 2 chapters ago, we talked about a transformation where you could take any function. So if I say y equals f of x, that's the mother function, but then I could come up with a new one, y equals a times f of x minus h plus k. And what it does is, a is going to stretch me up and down or flip me up and down. Okay? So, stretch or flip. And I'm going to have a new center at h, k. That's what we're looking for. And the way we're going to do that is we are going to use completing of the square. So I think I need to find a new page. Let's see if I can do that. Still working on it. Let's see. Well, I'll pause and work on that. Ooh, I figured out how to make a new slide. So here's my new slide. And what I will do is I'll follow the book's example, where I start out with y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And now I'm going to convert that. And a is going to take on, it's going to be the same number, but it'll kind of take on a new meaning. So what I'll do is y equals x squared plus 6x minus 5. Now what is a? A's 1. Good, that makes it simpler. Now what I want to do though is I want to see this as y equals x minus something squared, so x minus h squared minus some other number, k. I'm sorry, plus k. So what I'll do is I will see this x squared plus 6x plus something minus 5 and minus that same something. What something, you may ask? Good question. I'm glad you're asking. So here's what we're going to do to find that something. We're going to take 6 over 2, quantity squared, and so that's going to be 3 squared, it's going to be 9. And so I'm going to add 9 right here. But I'm not allowed to just add 9 if y equals all this. I have to also subtract 9. And so now I've got my new equation, and I'll write it down here as y equals. Notice how this is x plus 3 quantity, or x plus 3 quantity squared. X plus 3 quantity squared, and here minus 14. Okay, so now what I have is a new center. Pause for a second and try and guess where that is. It's going to be something comma something. Now let's look at it. It's x minus h. X minus h, so that's plus 3. That must mean a negative 3 is the new center for my h. And minus 14. And that would have been plus k, so that's minus 14. So what we find is we've got a new center at the point negative 3, comma, negative 14. And if you put this original function back in, you will get that very same center. So with that, Let's see if that's enough for you to do your work in the book, do your reading.